guys, what's up everybody? It's your boy Brennan aka Drip back with another video. And today's video we have the Swordsoul combo tutorial slash discussion for all the people who are new to Swordsoul and wanting to learn a little bit more about the deck and what it does. I told you guys if you met what I asked when it comes to the likes and stuff, then I would do this, and if people ask for it, so you did. And now I'm returning the favor. You help me, I help you. Scratch my back, I scratch yours, etc. But if you're new to Swordsoul, the Swordsoul archetype is basically a synchro summoning archetype that requires worms, typically. There's very generic, but most of the time that the Ashina, which is the light tinny, will lock you into worms. That's typically why I say it's worm-based synchro deck. The deck has been around for a while. It's very good at going first, but it's even better going second. The deck is very consistent what it does. But if you don't know, the Swordsoul monsters like Moyi and Taie have effects that produce tokens, level 4 tokens, which helps you synchro. They are based around synchro 8s and 12s. I mean, not 12s, sorry, 10s. 12s is Centurion. That's a newer archetype. But a Swordsoul basically is wrapped around 8s and 10s. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into it, and we can talk more about it when we get there. See you in combo number 1. All right, here we are, combo number 1. It's just going to be a random hand. Remember, we are going to be going second, so I will draw my opening 5, and then I'll draw the 6th card, since we are going second deck with this list. Ashina, Yugioh, 3. Alright, going first, his hand's crazy. What was our 6th card? Emergence. Okay, so just so you know, you don't always have to have hand traps to be able to go second. It's just nice to have. Let's go Desires. I would start out with Desires. 9, 10. And draw 2. Vessel. And that. Now we can go look and see what we banished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Didn't banish nothing too severe. We got 1 Taie in our Shatana, so our circle's dead. But as long as we have another Taie, we're good. So let's see here. Now what we can do is, we don't want to reveal our Ashina yet because it'll typically bait out the crow if you do that. So we'll go Vishuddha. Granted, we have the Ahara, so we're fine regardless. Make the monk. Okay. Here, you can go Vessel to get a +2. Send a worm. Let's send a Moyi, just so we have a worm in graveyard. And then we can add a Tinny. Let's go ahead and just add another Adhara, just so we can keep our stuff recycling. Since we control a normal monster, that's how we got the double plus. I foolish the Moyi because when we go Boxia, we have a Moyi in graveyard, so we don't have to search one off Emergence. Because right now, Taie is better going second, anyways. So what I'll do now is to not play in a nib. I would go Long Young first, pitch, summon, and then we'll use this Nibiru token as our token. Slide these out of the way. If they had a D.D. Crow or something like that, I'm sure this is where they would hit us now. They would hit one of these. Regardless, we have another Adhara, so we're fine even if they hit our Adhara. Because they would know that we're probably going to make Baron right here, so their hand traps and stuff will be dead. So we would synchro off. Mind you, this is speculating like our opponents doesn't have any interruptions. Obviously, we would play differently if they through whatever interruptions they had. Just a fun fact to know: if you're new to Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is one of those games where when you learn how to play, you never want to reveal your best cards. Kind of like poker or something like that. You never want to reveal your best combo, your best card until you are forced to, unless you have no other option. So you want to put your worst foot forward, because with Yu-Gi-Oh, even if you put your worst foot forward, if it resolves, then you're still plussing and you're getting advantage off of it. So it's still fine. Now we have Baron as a negate. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 5th summon. So we're fine. If they wanted to nuke their own board with Baron, we have a negate. And then a pop. We can pop 2 with this as well, which is what we would end up doing. So we could pop something, clear board. Now what we can do is we can go Vishuda to banish from our graveyard to bounce a card. We already burned them from 12 as well off of the Long Young, because when it gets sent to the graveyard of synchro material, it can burn for 12. When just so you know, Moyu, if you don't know, Moyu, when it gets sent to the graveyard for synchro material, you draw a card. Long Young, when it's sent to the graveyard of synchro material, will burn for 12. And then Taie will, when it gets sent to the graveyard off synchro material, will Foolish a Worm. So now what we can do is we bounced. So now I would normal Taie effect, give ourselves a token. Boom. Now we break their board even further. We would go Boxia. Since Boxia was used with 2 different attributes, because the worm token that we get off of Taie and all of our other Sword Soul cards is a water token. Since Taie is a wind, it's a different attribute, and this allows you to spend cards equal to the different attributes used for a synchro material. So in this case, there is water and wind, which is 2, so we can spend 2. So we spend 2. So in theory, we popped a card. That's 1 clearance. Spun 2. That's 3 clearance. We bounced off of a shooter. That's 4 clearance. And we're not even done yet. We're not even worm locked. While you control the Sword Soul token, by the way, you are locked into Synchro Monsters. So you have to Synchro Summon. But now that we're not, we are free to do whatever we want. The only card that locks you into worms is this. This is the only thing that locks you into worms. Now what we can do is we can go Boxia effect. Target the monk if you wanted to. If you're trying to push for game, summon. And now you can go Moe effect. Reveal a Tiny or a Sword Soul card in your hand. Produce another token. Now you can add your follow-up. Synchro those 2 off into the Yugioh. Yugioh effect, Chainlink 1, Moyu, Chainlink 2. I typically make this Chainlink 1 just to dodge cards like Ogre and stuff like that, the tedious cards, so this doesn't die. So Moyu will draw us a card. Imperm, nice interruption. And then this will search a follow-up. Granted, a lot of people, if they play Blackout, this is where they search Blackout, but popping cards right now is just not the way. So I always like to add follow-up. And what I would add would be another Sinister, not Sinister Long Young, that's in the extract. Regular Long Young. Now we could enter the battle phase. Battle phase could pretty much clear for game unless they had monsters on board. Let's say you couldn't, they had monsters on board and you couldn't get game. You could potentially take this and something else to make your Little Knight to banish something from field or graveyard to prevent them from having follow-up. But typically, if you spun 4 or 5, this right here is enough for game. It's 5. It's 58. It's 58, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 5, 6, 7. That's 81, 8200. So that's enough for game. Plus, you burn them for 12 off Long Young. So, but yeah, that's basically it for combo number 1. It's basically what this deck does, how it likes to flow. Granted, it's going to be different when you're in an actual game because of interaction. Obviously, you're probably not going to get to go full interaction like that without an interruption like a hand trap or them trying to prevent you with cards that they have on their board. So, but I just want you to be able to get a grasp on what the cards do and how the combo typically goes. So then you can pretty much become a good, great pilot of this deck because this deck is very fun. Let's go ahead and get into combo number 2. All right, everybody. Combo number 2. Once you'll see this second combo, you'll see that it's basically rinse and repeat. It's basically what it likes to do. It's very good at doing so, like I mentioned in the deck profile. Starting 5, and then I'll draw the 6th card. 3, 4, 5. And then the 6th card will be a Taie, which is very good going second. So say we burned our Ash, yada, yada, yada. If we're playing against Fire Kings, you hit their field spell when they try to search. Moe is not the way to go with a normal summon here. So what I would do is I would go Vishuda's Attempt to Special, link off into Monk. Normal summon here, effect to target the Vishuda, banish its for cost to get a token. Banish the Adhara to add back the Vishuda. Banish the Vishuda from hand to spin a card if you need to. Then you take these two into a Boxia. Same thing I told you in combo number 1. 2 different attributes were used, so you can spin 2. To spin 2, spin. Now, then you foolish one off of Taie. You foolish a card, foolish a worm off of Taie. I'd probably foolish a Ahara, just so you have one in rotation. Alright, now what we can do... Actually, I take that back. I probably would not. I would not do Ahara. Let me see. I was trying to do this quick, so... And with that being said, it messed up my thought process. I would actually here, I would foolish the Shatana because it allows us to plus even harder. I would go Boxia target. Wait. Shatana. Nope. Can't do Shatana. To get more pluses, you gotta do Moe. Unfortunate. I was thinking about because reason why is I was going to use Boxia to pop the monk, and then summon back one from grave, and then wait. No, crap, I can't. Nope. So what I was going to do is I was going to use this, pop this, summon back a card from grave, and then Shatana to banish to summon this back. But I didn't have nothing really to summon back. It's already burned the Taie effect. So I have to use this, pop this, summon the Moe effect, reveal Moe, get token, yada yada yada. Sync these off. Chanic 1, Chanic 2, draw a card. Alright, Heavenly Circle, that's really good. And then you're going to use Shishao, sorry. Search long. Then we can use Long Young. Pitch one of the Moe. Summon a token. Synchro them off for a Baron. Baron will pop a card on their field, and you can enter battle phase and kill them again. Basically how it goes. It's a rinse and repeat, basically. Granted, like I said in the first combo, they'll probably have interruptions, so you can't truly get to this full board every time, but that's basically how you would play it. Even if you don't kill them, you have a pseudo imperm and an omni negate and destroy. So after you've already cleared their board, it's going to be kind of hard to play through that. But yeah, Swordsoul, good stuff. But other than that, guys, that's basically it for the combo slash discussion. I think this deck's in a very solid place right now. Yeah, I think it's the best deck when it comes to the form of being budget. everybody's who's joining the game and or just wanting to learn a little bit about synchro mechanics. This is the very good entry level base deck for you all, and to get your feet wet with the game and be able to contend with the budget. It's very consistent. It's very good at what it does. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoy the video, and thank you so much for liking the video. If you don't mind, please hit the like button on this video, and feel free to check the description for all the ways to support me: Patreon, Discord, TCG link to get down there and buy cards for this deck. If you're wanting to pick up this deck, it's zero cost to you. It just gives me a little bit of kickback for you using my link, because it basically is saying to let TCG player know, hey, this drip guy from Team D.D sent you here. So again, it doesn't cost you anything at all. It just lets them know that I sent you there and I get a kickback for so. But with that being said, I love you guys so much. Please check out the rest of my videos and be on the lookout for future content. I have a handful of deck profiles and stuff rolling out here soon for the new format. But again, I love you guys so much. Your boy Brennan, aka Drip from Team D.D. Sign out till next time. Peace. Good doing, my guys.